So in the energy, as we begin September, it is about harnessing the harmony energy. This blue moon, and I would encourage you, if you've not done so already, take the opportunity today, if you can, September 1, and if you're seeing this after September 1, kind of go back in your consciousness to that time. Invite deep spiritual message. This blue moon energy offers you that opportunity, and it sets the stage for September. As I mentioned, this is kind of a closure moment in September. September is one of these months. It's a unique month this time because what it's saying is you can stop here. So September is very much an anchoring month, meaning this is the month when whatever you put into motion will anchor. Whatever you are trying to manifest will get great traction and momentum, and we're going to talk in a minute about the end of the month. But this is also the month where people might really entrench in a way of being or entrench in a belief pattern, then they'll stay there. So this is the month of anchoring, and it really kind of puts a seal on everything else that has come forward, because the next 3 months, October, November, and December, are blast off. And we're not even going to go there yet because this is such a powerful month.
You know, when you've been climbing a mountain, when you have set your sights on the summit, and you've taken the last several months, let alone last several years,
yes,
and have continued one foot in front of the other. When we reached July and August this year, we definitely felt the tingle, the momentum, the beautiful energy of that. As we come into September, it's your opportunity to enjoy the fruits of your actions. This doesn't mean to backslide into complacency. It means to notice what you have accomplished, to breathe it in, to integrate it, to accept it, and to know that this pausing point is actually setting a new baseline for the next acceleration, for the next steps in your journey. We need to, and when we travel, to accept how far we've come before we begin anew for the next chapter.
And you know, that's so true in September, because you're going to be supported to do that in every way. And the energy of September, this is like I mentioned, this is a very wonderful month, actually. If I had to pick one month out of this year that gave you that opportunity to just go, oh, I need a break, this is it. This is the month. However, that also is the, let me say, it's the danger of the month, because you don't want to get complacent. Remember, anything you put into action this month is going to anchor and manifest. Now, a couple of really powerful dates about this month, and it's interesting that it happens simultaneously with this anchoring energy. September 17th, very strong cosmic energy on the planet that lends itself toward revelations regarding government, politics, business. You can see some strong things come to light. There could be lots of news stories, lots of news cycles. And I'm talking worldwide. In the United States, I think this is very relevant because there's a presidential election going on. We have Mohammed Morsi over in Egypt. We have the developments going on in Syria. We have things happening in Iran. We have things happening in China. We have the euro. There's so much happening. There never at one time have we had such a great coagulation of events around government, politics, and business. And so September 17th is going to have a very powerful momentum towards some form of revelationary energy. And remember, that's right next to September 18th.
Which moves us into a new form of challenge. But before we switch topics, I just want to invite you to consider that when energy bubbles, when political, social, and religious, for that matter, institutions are stimulated, there's an opportunity for a leap, a unifying leap.
Indeed.
There's also an opportunity for greater conflict and polarity.
Mm-hmm.
And such is the nature of excitement, such is the nature of energy. It's up to us to offer that calming, ascended energy into the environment so that each being can sip from that and do the best they know how.
And that is such good, important information, because September 18th is, you know, earlier this year we had talked about some of the challenge days. September 18th is one of the largest in 2012. And we want to share with you that, you know, it's interesting, it's coming right behind that energy of Revelations on the 17th. But on September 18th, The energy is supported to, let's just say it's a powerful challenge day. Whatever you see come into effect on the 18th, whether it's, how do I describe this? Whether it's intense, whether it feels positive, just pay attention. Because on the 18th, it's this massive energy of intense change. So we have this month where we're anchoring, and then we have this revelationary energy around politics and business and governments on the 17th, followed by this day of intense change on the 18th. So it could set the stage for a lot of things. However, this is a window. It's not just all changes. It's not just these one days. Because remember, from the 17th where we have this revelationary energy, the 18th where it's that intense shift coming, leads to the 22nd. What's the 22nd? Well, it's the autumnal equinox, where light and dark are both going to have their say, and they're both going to have equal time.
It's also the day I remember the birth of my beloved Kira, coming up September 20th.
Right in the middle of all of this, so who knows what will happen. And thank you for reminding us, Sri.
And so, indeed, we are in powerful times. No matter how you look at what's going on, we're seeing life anew. There is a freshness that is happening. Many people grow weary of the journey, yet the beauty continues. The sparkle still continues. If you look into the eyes of one that is looking back at you, see the love, see the light. No matter what the outer world is doing in rearranging its chips on the game board, there still is a tapestry of love and light that is supporting this journey for everyone, regardless of how awake they are to the journey.
You know, indeed. And so for September, offer yourself the well-deserved break you probably need, yet remember not to get passive about it. This is the month of anchoring. This is kind of like the rest stop. You know, as Sri mentioned, you've been climbing the mountain and you get to that one spot where they're like, okay, last stop for 500 miles. That's kind of what we're at. This is the rest stop. So take advantage of it and be attentive. Be attentive to what you're anchoring. Be attentive to your balance. Right now, this moment, call in the harmony and the messages of the spirit world. The spirit world is talking. They're talking loudly right now. And, you know, the other thing I wanted to share with you around that is Sri and I, if you have not watched it, go visit our YouTube channel or our website and watch the video we produced on the collapse of the fourth dimension. The reason I invite you to watch that video is because this week we're releasing a follow-up. There is so much more that is happening because of the collapse of the fourth dimension. We have so much more to offer that it's a whole show. So we're not going to take your time with it now, other than to say, stay tuned this week. We will be posting that at YouTube. We'll be posting it on our Higher Love channel here at SriandKira.com. There's a lot going on that coordinates with the intensity of that collapse and the resurrection and the really the expansion of the fifth dimensional presence. So please this week tune into that. And if you haven't connected with the first video, good time to check in with that because it explains so much about what's happening right now.
There are words and then there's beingness. We love to share words of beingness with you. And we remind you that in our world today, there's a lot of distraction. So take time this month to return to the sacredness of your heart, to return to the practices that support you, to anchor your divine presence. Now more than ever, we need to walk in full alignment with the truth of who we are. This is not hard. This is actually a lightening of your load, because there's nothing you have to do other than be.
And you know, Sri and I just want to share such a gift of thanks and gratitude to all of you who are really doing your best to walk the path of self-ascension at this critical time on the planet. We have been guided very strongly during this time to do something that we think is quite a miracle, quite miraculous, and that is this month, you might have seen it in our newsletters, we've been kind of teasing you with it. we have finally been able to create the Avesa Level 1 program as a home study course, and we are so excited that no matter where you live in the world, no matter what language you speak, we're going to be able to offer the gift of Avesa on your time, on your schedule, without the need to travel. Of course, our teachers are still teaching in person, which is always an extraordinary way to receive Avesa. However, we are ecstatic that we can bring this around the world, and that will be released, that program will be released this month, along with, we are delighted to mention that Shri and I will be personally training people who are interested in becoming Avesa Level 1 teachers, meaning that you can offer the Level 1 training in your country, where you live, you can attune others, teach them the healing modality, and we are going to be doing the first training, which again is a home study program with a combination of telecall and video, starting in November. So if you want to learn more about how to teach this process, please let us know. We will also be continuing that teacher training with teaching coaches. If you want to learn how to teach the Navigating the Inner Matrix Ascended Mastery program, we're going to be doing that too without the need to travel. So we're very, very excited about that. And I also just want to give a quick hello to everybody who is finishing the Navigating the Inner Matrix Ascended Master Training Program with us over the next 2 weeks here in September. No accident that we're anchoring that during this month. And if you have not taken the Navigating the Inner Matrix Ascended Mastery Home Training course, please open your heart. This is the perfect time to do it. This course ignites your Ascended Master wisdom. It helps you remember the gift of who you are. And it's a home study program, extremely affordable, and you can learn more about that on our website as well. And we're offering this to you because, remember, this is the month to anchor. So everyone around you is going to be anchoring, and they're going to anchor in one way or the other. And you're going to get really clear distinctions on that. Remember, the 17th through the 22nd, powerful window of energy. Pay attention, be present, and allow yourself to bring forward all of the tools of self-ascension that are waiting for you, because October, November, December, blast.